It's one thing for people to see you on social media, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pictures on your Instagram, videos on your Instagram, Snapchat, thoughts on Twitter, this, that, and the third. It's another for them to see you in real life. What's the reaction you get when people see you in real life?
They always be like, you're so much shorter in person. You look better. You look better in person. You're so much prettier in person. And I don't like that one. I don't like that one at all. Because it's like, dang, like my pictures don't be cute. They always say how short I am though. And yeah, that's the only two things they'll normally say.
Thicker in person, thinner in person?
I don't know. They always tell me like, sis, you thick, but I guess I don't know. I look the exact same to me from my pictures and on the internet, but people sometimes, I guess when you see somebody in person, you get to feel like their energy and stuff. I feel like that's why people say like, you look better in person because I give off good vibes.
What's your opinion of social media today at this point, overall speaking?
I really hate social media. Like, I wish I could delete all my accounts. It's plenty of times where I'll just like delete all the apps off my phone because it's just so toxic. The internet is just so toxic nowadays. There's so many people sitting behind a keyboard or behind their phones with so many opinions, and they don't even have the right to even sit under this post and comment the things they comment. It's hard, but you just got to learn how to ignore it and, you know, just kind of just let the negative people be negative, and you just got to stand above all of that stuff. So, like, if I go on my page and I see mean comments, I just, like, don't even look at them. Or I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I do look at them, but keep scrolling. Don't even delete, don't even block the person no more, because all they're going to do is make a fake page and come back. So, yeah.
Has it played a role in your success, though, social media?
Oh, definitely. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all my social media handles has helped my business, like, tremendously.
How did it start for you?
It really started on MySpace. I was always super popular in my city, especially on Facebook. When Facebook came, that's when people from, like, all over the world started following me. And then when I made an Instagram, it just made it, like, blow up, like, everything. So social media is like pros and cons. It's just real toxic, but it really could benefit if you use it the right way.
What's your biggest pet peeve with it at this point? Is it the comments or is it something else, social media-wise?
It's not even the comments. It's just like the fake pages. I just wish that you could not make a fake page to comment on people's stuff. Like, it's so many people who will get behind that fake page and just act like they are the big bad fucking wolf, and it pisses me off. But because some people can't, and it only makes me mad because I could read through it and keep my day going, but it's some people who I even know, like, it will really break somebody, and I don't like that. It's so many people committing suicide and doing all this other things. Like, it's real toxic, and it's just like people are so mean, they don't even realize one comment could change somebody's life, and it's just like, oh, it's just, like I said, it has its pros and its cons.
Seems like you have a tough skin dealing with stuff like this.
Yes, I had to. I've been talked about my whole life, especially like in my city with my family. Like, a lot of people don't like me and my family. So I'm used to it. I done heard so many things like my grandma won the lottery. All kind of stuff. Like, people they done said, like I told you earlier, the worst thing you could think of, they done said it about me. So I kind of just, I've been dealing with that since I was in like middle school, ever since I could know what a rumor was. So I just kind of like, really, like, people are really saying that. So it's like, whatever now.
So you had this tough skin even in your MySpace days?
Oh yeah. See, I used to have tougher skin back then, but it's like, as I'm getting older, it kind of affects me a little bit more now. I don't know, I guess because I actually know what's going on. Back then, I'm just like, what? We won the lottery. We didn't win no lottery. I wish we won a lottery. But now it's kind of like, if I would hear that now, well, they still be saying it now. But like, shut up. Like, I would want to argue with somebody, like, and prove facts. And now I feel like I got to prove something, which isn't good. But you got to come with facts. Because it's like, y'all need to just stop talking. Like, get over yourselves.
The thing about rumors is sometimes when there are rumors, they come and go. You hear about it one day, you never hear about it again. Then there's some rumors that just stick around. Mm-hmm. Has that happened to you, or are these rumors, they just come and go?
Well, most of the time they come and go. Unless I if I don't speak on it, it stays around. But like I said, I always show facts. Don't play with me. If y'all think this, I'm going to show y'all not to think this no more. Of course, if you want to still believe it after I show my facts, you're going to still believe it. But you know the real. You just a hater. But men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie, okay? And that's all I'm going to say.
Now, these comments that you do receive, how much, if we had a percentage, like a pie chart, 100%, how much would you say is negative you get versus positive?
About 30%.
30% which?
Negative. 30% negative. The rest positive.
70%
It's way
positive.
more. It's way more love than hate. That's another reason I like stay positive, because it's way more people out there who are really rooting for me rather than like, oh, I don't like her. Like, and the people who don't like me are people who I can't even relate to. You a bum bitch. Like, we don't have nothing in common, so I understand why you don't like me.
What about constructive criticism? Are you able to differentiate somebody constructively criticizing you versus a negative comment?
Yes, I know the two. So if someone says like, let me see. Well, I don't even know. They say they do constructive criticism on my posts all the time. But like, I'll comment back with like a kissy face or something like, okay, sis, I understand. Rather than me, somebody just straight bashing me. I know the difference. It's like, you got to know how to, I know how to take it, because, you know, these are people who been following me. They know, they really like know me. So they're like, come on now, Jayda, now you was dead wrong for saying that. And it's like, you right, I was wrong. I'm not even mad at you. So
some of these constructive criticisms you've learned from or you've taken,
yes,
and it's helped you.
Definitely.
What about death threats? Has it ever gotten so bad to the point where you've received death threats through social media with these negative comments?
No, I don't think I never received no death threat.
Never been that bad.
No.
There's some people that get them.
I mean, I know it's a lot of people who probably wish bad on me, but I don't know. People know I'm covered in the blood of Jesus at the end of the day. So they kind of know not to even talk like that on my page, because I don't play stuff like that. Like, I will read you. Ooh, 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 ooh.
What about stalkers?
I've had so many stalkers.
Has any of them actually crossed that imaginary boundary between just being online and in person?
Definitely. I was, this was back when I was living in Savannah with my parents. This one dude, he was like 30, I think the police officer said he was 34. He ordered a shirt for me, but this is when I first started my t-shirt business. So I was using my home address to send out my packages. I didn't have a PO, right, as my return address. I didn't have a PO box. So this man, he ordered my shirt, he got my address, and I saw somebody DM me from a page and was like, I'll see you tomorrow. And this was an older man, but I didn't pay no attention. I just go through my DMs like, whatever, like he a creep. This man walked to my house, knocked on my door. My dad had to like go out there with the gun and stuff, like, who are you? He was like, I just want a hug. I just want to hug her. He was holding up the shirt like, see, I brought the shirt. I brought her shirt. I'm a big fan. I just want to give her a hug. It was so creepy. We had to call the police and everything. I didn't think we went through with the, what is it called?
Pressing charges?
Yeah, we didn't press charges or anything because I just didn't feel as if it was necessary. Like, my dad said, don't come back. You will be crazy to not, because you saw that gun in my daddy's hand, like you will be a fool not to come back. So we didn't even go forth with like pressing charges or anything, but he was 34 years old. Like, it was so creepy.
And
I
how
was
old
so
were you
scared.
at the time?
I was 16, either 16 or, 16, about to turn 17. It was like creepy.
Now, did people know you were 16? Like, do you think he would know you were 16?
Yes, I used to promote that all the time, like 16-year-old entrepreneur.
Because some girls do put their age in their social media.
Yeah, everybody,
bios and
like
stuff.
still to this day, everybody know Jayda 20. She'll be 21 this year. Like, everybody know everything about me, like I said. So he knew how old I was, like, definitely.
That's scary.
It was real scary. Like, it was crazy. And I had the whole thing on Snapchat. I wish like back then we could have, they had the little screen record thing, because that's something that go down in history. Like, that man really pulled up to my house. He was from Philadelphia too. It was creepy.
Now, you have 1 million followers just on your Instagram at this point. Is that the social network where you have the most following?
Yes.
Okay. What's that like to have 1 million people following you?
It's just like having 1 million siblings, you know, because I call my followers, my brothers and my sisters. We like really have a relationship. Like I said, my followers know everything about me, from the good to the bad to the ugly. Like they know. I go on live almost every day. They know every little thing, and if they don't know, they're gonna find out. So it's like I really like build a relationship with my followers, and most of my followers have been following me since I even had an Instagram. So that's why I feel like I'm so like they can relate to me so much, because they kind of like watch me grow up.
Is that surprising to you?
No, I'm kind of used to it. It's just like now it's just getting bigger and bigger, and it's a lot of people who don't know me from middle school and high school, so they just like come with the hate, and then they get to know me, then they fall in love, and then it's like a big cycle with all these new people, you know?
Is it a sense of power?
I don't know.
You could literally touch 1 million people with the push of a button.
Yeah, it benefits my business for sure. And I kind of just like to put out positivity. So if I could post a quote that's like girls can relate to, I'm gonna do that as much as I can. If I could make a video just telling girls like, keep going, don't let these niggas get in the way of your grind, like I'm gonna do that. I'm always like speaking positive things out for my sisters and for my brothers, because y'all need to listen too. Stop playing with us girls' feelings, period. You know, so.
What differences have you noticed when you were at, let's say, 500,000 followers on Instagram versus crossing over that 1 million mark hump?
Well, it's no different. The same way I used to get stopped in the mall back then, I get stopped now. The only difference is I get paid more for doing like collaborations and hosting parties and stuff. I get paid way more, but that's the only difference.
What about people that, I know you're in a relationship at this point of the interview, but did you notice, maybe even before you were in that serious relationship you're in now, did you notice maybe a different type of crop of people trying to get your attention in your direct messages, for example?
Yeah, like all the people who, all like the famous people who used to DM me, who DM me, they've been DMing me since I lived in Savannah. Like all these rappers and basketball players and stuff, like they've been on my drip, but nothing has changed. Cause I've been the same person for all these years. Me having 1 million followers, it's really nothing different. Like niggas been flocking, they still gonna flock. So have females, you know.
Now, the amount of followers you have on just your Instagram profile, for example, it can lead to a couple things that I've seen happen to people with very popular followings. I've seen pages get disabled. I've seen people get hacked. Has this happened to you before?
Yeah, I actually got hacked at 999K. They hacked me. It was, oh God, it was so sad. I just was so upset. It was like the worst thing ever. But I got my page back. I just had to like message Instagram, take pictures with a whole bunch of number like on the paper and stuff.
To prove yourself.
To prove that it was me. But yeah, like it happens. It still happens to people who even are verified. Like it's crazy.
Do you have a backup page on Instagram perhaps for stuff like this, or no?
When my page did get hacked, my business page, Shop Amour Jayda, they have like a lot, it has a lot of followers too. I have all my little pages I got, like my closet page, that page has a lot of followers. My book, the page for my Young Boss Blueprint book, that page has a lot of followers. So I got backup. You should don't play. So if anything go wrong, I got a backup page, always.
I've seen some celebrities on the opposite end of the spectrum. Social media may just be too much for them, where they disable their own profiles or they, delete their own profiles. Have you ever gotten to that point before?
No, I'll just like delete the app. But I have been to that point, but then I'm like, hold up, baby, you got to restock that site Friday, so you better not disable nothing unless you're trying to disable them payments from coming through. So it's just like I always get in my mind like, just let the toxic people be toxic, block them away, and make your money.
Speaking of toxic, some people will do a social media detox. I guess kind of like how you just said they delete their apps. Some people, they take a break. Some people, they call it a social media fast. They might say, hey, 45 days, I'm not touching social media.
Yeah, I think that's really good, especially if you don't use Instagram to make money. If my Instagram wasn't used for me to make money, I probably would not have it or not be as active as I am now, because I really don't like social media. Like, it's really toxic and negative, especially if you have like a relationship or if people look up to you or stuff like that. It's just really hard being on social media.
How do you deal with it when you see your name in blogs?
Oh, now I just keep scrolling because it's so frequent now. It doesn't even bother me no more. I used to like message the blogs like, please delete this, but now I'm just like, oh, here they go again. Here they go again.
Just curious, for somebody that's on the opposite end of the spectrum, when you see your name in blogs, and I'm sure it could be stuff fueled by rumors or whatever the case may be, how accurate are these things? When they say Jayda's doing this or Jayda's doing that or whatever the case may be, how accurate are what these people are reporting about you?
No picture, no proof. So if they just like rumors, it's been rumored that, or so-and-so was seen. Like, if y'all don't have a picture, it's not true. Because best believe, if they could do the most to put this post up, they would do the most to try to prove to y'all that it's actually true. So most of the time when I am posted, it's like my tweets or me clapping back at somebody. It's never like nothing crazy. So I can honestly say it's never been like Jayda was seen with so-and-so at this restaurant. I ain't never had nothing like that happen because I only be with my boyfriend, so yeah.
You're still on Snapchat?
Yes, I have a Snapchat.
Seen some people leave Snapchat and just go straight to Instagram stories.
Yeah, but see, I kind of do both. Sometimes I'll get like, because my sisters always like me on Snapchat for some reason, so I try to snap for them, but everything is posted on my Insta Snap. Like, I probably post more on my Insta story than on Snapchat, but at first it used to be the opposite, but now I'm really like onto the Insta story. Like, I really like that now.
Is your Snapchat screen name the same as your Instagram screen name?
So it just depends. Some days I get more on my Insta story.
No, I mean the actual screen name. If people want to find you on Snap, is it the same?
My Snapchat name is Jayda Wayda. My Instagram name is Amour Jayda. So yeah.
How often do you post on? Sorry. Let me erase that question. How often do you check your messages on Snap?
Well, I only let people message me if I allow them to. So I don't ever have many messages on Snapchat unless it's from like my friends and stuff.
Ah, I see. What about Instagram Live? Do you jump on that?
Yes, I'm always on Instagram Live. My sister's always like, sis, get on Live. So I always get on Live for them. I like to talk about business a lot on Live. Or like, say for instance, if I'm in the kitchen or I'm doing my hair, I like to just like, or my makeup, I get on Live just when I'm bored really, but yeah, they love it, so.
Usually you hit the top Live?
Oh, I've never not been on Live and it wasn't top Live.
I've seen some celebrities not use Instagram Live as frequently as it once had come out.
Yeah, I can, at one point I just stopped doing Live because they were stealing all my videos, putting them on YouTube. And it just was like, what's the point of doing this? And then some of my lives I would be like being messy and stuff. But now I know when I get on Live, don't be messy, don't talk about anybody. If you see a question or like a mean comment or a mean, what they call it, a mean little caption or comment or something, just don't respond to it, because they would like screen record my videos, put them on YouTube like Jayda goes off on, and so now I know how to like act on Live. Like, I'm not about to be on there acting crazy because this gonna be seen by a whole bunch of more people that wasn't even on my Live, so.
What's the most unique location you've been Instagram Live from? Seen some people in some weird places.
One of my, dang, I get on Live so much. I got on Live like Offset birthday party. They really liked that because they got to see like everybody. They was like, put the camera on Cardi, put the camera on, what's his name? Who sell the Adidas? The colorful Adidas. Pharrell, they was like, put the camera on Pharrell. Like, they was real. They had fun at Offset party. I took them with me to Offset party.
That was a very private event.
Yeah, I was on live.
You think with all these social media changes, especially what Instagram has done, which, kind of is in competition with Snapchat or, Periscope or some of these other things, right?
Right.
Do you think Twitter can still survive?
Twitter is lit. Like, a lot of people sleep on Twitter, but regardless of Instagram coming out with a new update, Snapchat coming out with a new update, Twitter is always going to be the same, like, no matter what. And believe it or not, people really, fuck with Twitter. Like, really, really. And if you're not on the Twitter wave, it's coming. You're going to get on it soon because Twitter never going to go dead. Like, it's been alive this long. It hasn't went dead. Like, it's going to always be alive.
How active are you with your Twitter?
I'm on Twitter all the time, 24/7. I had to cut back. I just went on a Twitter detox, but that only lasted for 3 days, which is good because I'm usually on it 24/7. But I'm back on it now, but I only have it downloaded on one of my phones, which is good because if it's on both phones, I'm going to be on it all day long. So if it's only on one phone, I don't really be on that phone that much. So,
you think it's Donald Trump's tweets that's keeping Twitter alive or not? Because he tweets very frequently.
He tweets so much. He probably on it. He more active than me. But I don't know.
What is your Twitter handle? Same as your Instagram handle?
My Twitter handle is Jayda Ayana, JaydaAyanna.
What about your parents? Are they on social media?
Yes, my mama is on social media, and she got a lot of followers. That lady posts, she's very active on social media, too. She don't have a Twitter or anything. She has an Instagram and a Facebook, but she's very active on Instagram.
And does she interact with you, or do you interact with her publicly?
Yes. We got pictures and everything. She comment on my posts. I comment on her. She always comment on my live. And my mama got little fans. Like, when they see her out in public, they ask to take pictures with her. She even changed her name on Twitter to Amour TC. Like, the lady is crazy. But she lit. She got her own thing going on. And, yeah.
Has she ever critiqued your posts?
Oh, no. She do not care. She do not. Now, when I was younger, Jayda, do not post, with your middle finger up and stuff like that. But that was just out of respect for, me being so young. But now she don't even, she just and keep going.